Can you can you hear me? Okay. I I wasn't sure how to go about this. I've never, I had one other attempt to do this. But I think I made it too focused on ASMR before. Well, quote unquote too focused on ASMR, and then got distracted, and all I could do was talk to my amazing darling sea jellies. And so I mean, I'm alive. I'm alive, but breathing is hard. Mm. Yeah. Breathing is hard. Breathing is not fun right now. Well, breathing is okay. It's the talking and breathing where it starts to kind of be an issue. But I can talk more than I could before. So question. Would you all prefer to have the background music today or no background music today? Because technically I do have my 3DIO, because I thought maybe that would be the best way to get in the clicky clackies, right? But I'm not going to be doing like I'm not gonna be doing that today. So since it's not like my normal type of ASMR, I'm like, do I still say no to background music, or do I have it on since I'm supposed to be like co-working, and it's kind of calming. Yeah, keep it on today. Okay, is that loud? Is that loud, or is it okay? Is it loud or is it okay? It's okay. No background. Oh, sorry, we got a request for no background music. I understand people wanting the background music, but I also feel so torn apart once people are like, no background music please, because sometimes it can be a little distracting. Sometimes you just want to be able to hear like the sounds that the streamer is making. So I think I'll turn it off for now, if that's okay, unless somebody's like, no, and starts to have like a meltdown or something, because they need it. They need the background music. Gosh dang it. To be fair, the background music is more of a soundscape than actual music, but yeah. Oh god, it's so hard to talk. Okay. Alright. So what I'm doing right now is I'm working on some scripts, like I was supposed to be last time we tried the co-working Pomodoro thing. I have a collaboration that I suggested be like a Valentine's Day theme. So I kind of need to finish that, and then I have another like Valentine's Day type theme thing that I have to write. I have a lot of love to write. A lot of loving to write. So be prepared to be loved on. Yes, of course. Okay, I need to get back into the brain of the characters that I was writing for this collab one. Well, technically both of them are collabs, but in different ways. One of them is a literal collab, like within the same audio, and the other one is, it's a surprise. But right now I'm gonna be working on the one where it's two people in the same one. Okay. And I think I'm going for about 10 plus minutes. That's usually, I want to say I usually end up writing scripts that are at least 10 minutes long, if not longer. For me, I just feel like 5 minutes is too short. Five minutes is too short to like really, get into the scenes that I like to create, right? Oh, excuse me. So let's see. Okay. Sorry, I'm probably gonna like run through some of the motions too, like mentally in my brain. So you might hear a couple of like tips or taps or something occasionally, so that I can really kind of visualize what is going on in my brain, right? Okay. And hello, hi, welcome in everyone. It is nice to see you. And it's been a little bit, huh? Okay, so, I don't know if this armrest is actually making bad noises, so I'm gonna put this over here. Apostrophes don't go in that. Where's the word count right now? Oh my gosh, we're only at 470 words right now. That's we're not even halfway through this. We're not even halfway through this. Okay. And yes, thank you for all their daily prayers. Okay. Oh, girl, why didn't anybody tell me that you can have the word count on just automatically at the bottom of your page on Google Docs? Because this is gonna help me like immensely, because roughly give or take like 10,000 words, right? No, 1,000 words? 1,000 words? Yeah, 1,000 words per like 10 minutes-ish, depending on how you space out your lines and whatnot. And I guess if this is gonna have more than one person and also have pauses for like the listener, maybe it can even be a little bit less than normal. and my shoulder blade hurts. Somebody come help. Somebody come help. I need a massage so badly. Erg. Erg. Arg. Erg. Okay. Also, thank you for my follow on Twitch. Should I put my chat back up on the screen? By the way, I've kind of been digging like just not having chat on screen at all, just because then I feel like it doesn't leave like YouTube or any other platform like feeling excluded because they're not appearing on the screen. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it though. Okay, I need to, since this is like the middle, we're kind of reaching like a big climax on this, right? So we could add a little bit more into it instead of just a back and forth, because right now it's just kind of not leaving much space for the listener, and we need to leave room for the listener, right? And yes, hello YouTube. I see you waving, and I've been seeing you wave, and I'm sorry. I do keep an eye on both chats. I promise. 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 Hi. How are you? How are you? Hi. Ooh. Hi. Oh, sorry, I can't talk as much as I would otherwise, cause my poor sicky throat. My poor sicky throat. Yep. My poor sicky throat. Okie dokie. Clam. That's not how you spell that. That's not how you spell that at all. Oh, why does it hurt so much? I need medicine, but like for my shoulder blade issue. That's not even my sickness that is like really hecking things up for me at the moment. It's my pain. It's my chronic pain. You know what? We'll just take a little bit of Tylenol, okay? Or we'll just take one. We'll just take a single Tylenol. Because this is awful. You know, and I'll tell you what. Drinking cold water when you're sick is not great. It's not great. I wish it were warmer. I wish it were closer to room temperature. Oh. Oh gosh, you see, I have thought about water jugs, but like I can't do that. I can't do that until like I live in a bigger area, bigger place. There's just simply not room for something like that right now. But like in the future, oh yeah, I'd be so down. I love room temperature water. It's my favorite. It's genuinely my favorite. I cannot think of a better thing than room temperature water. But also, like, just doing anything while you're sick just kind of sucks. So I'm sure even if my water was room temperature, I'd still be having issues. But yes, I am fine with water jugs. I like them. I like them a lot. I could also just try, like, buying, like, some gallons of water that are specifically for when I'm working. You know? I do think that would work, yeah. I think that would work. It's just like it seems so wasteful, you know. And, yeah, because then you have like a bunch of like plastic that you're using and throwing away, and that's like what makes it nice when you are doing like normal water dispensers, because you can usually take them in and get them refilled and stuff like that. Or I don't know if they get clean. I think I don't know, but there's like a whole thing, you know. That's the thing in like Burning Man too, you know. You're supposed to bring like your own like big thing of water, right? To either contribute to others or to yourself. You know, if you like have a camp, they usually require you to bring like one really big thing of water to help keep your camp hydrated. You begin to lose what? You begin to lose. You begin to melt. Yeah, I guess we'll use the melt. Yeah, exactly. The bigger priority is to get me in a bigger place first. I need like I need I'm like the type of person who needs like multiple rooms. Like lots of rooms for different things. Like I need to be able to have like a dedicated office space. And then I'd like to have like a craft room too. That'd be really nice. It'd be really nice. But yeah, this is not a big place at this point. And then like yeah, like a separate bedroom, of course, to where I do my work and stuff, because it's just better for you mentally to have places where you're like on and have places where you're like off. You know, so having an office space that's separate from your bedroom can really like help you with how your brain processes like being in a working place versus being in a place where you're supposed to relax. When you have to do both in a single place, it can kind of mess with you a little bit. Also, did you know that if you're an online creator, if you work from home, I guess I should say, not online creator, there is a difference tax-wise between having a dedicated office for work and what is a bedroom. So if you have a bed in your office, I think it has to still be like your primary like place where you sleep. I don't know the full like ins and outs of it, but if you have a bed in which you sleep in your office, like it technically counts as a bedroom, and therefore the way that your taxes get counted is different. Like that's so wild for me. Like, but like I get it, I guess, because you know, if you have a dedicated office space, then when you're in there, 100% of the time is dedicated to working. But if your workspace is also in your bedroom, you're not 100% of the time working. And I think what it is when you do have that dedicated office space, you can technically take that like square footage of that room to, I don't know, get some sort of tax break. But you can't do that if it's a bedroom because it's not work only. I think that's what it is. Yes. Yeah. But also it's just good for you. It's just better for you. Yeah. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Yeah. It is interesting. I should say, take it with a grain of salt, because every state, every locality is going to be a little bit different. I lived in the USA, so how my taxes work might not be the same as some of you in those weird other countries that aren't the United States. You know, are you normal and live in America? Or are you one of those weirdos that lives, like, I don't know, in Europe or something? Joking, of course, joking. But yes, even still, it can be different from state to state, county to county, you know, all that jazz. How do the pros do it, chat? How do the pros do it? I'm not even talking about taxes right now. I'm talking about my script right now, because I'm just kind of writing, right? Because that's kind of just how I do it, right? I just write. I just allow myself to get in that flow state of writing, and then I feel like I just got myself into this predicament because I'm like, how the pros do it? I'm like, but how do they do it? How do I go on? How do I move on from here, chat? I think you'd be the most pro around here. Thank you. I appreciate it. And Yes, 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 yes. Is the stream quality okay? By the way, I keep seeing that like it says it's unstable over here on like Twitch, but like on my OBS it says it's fine. So I don't really know what's going on over here. YouTube, you tell me as well. You tell me as well. It's all right on your phone, okay? But what about Twitch? What about the great and powerful Twitch? It was also important to know. No, not lag. It just says that like the connection's unstable. Okay, well I'll just I'll just boil it down to skill issues that my Twitch thing is suffering from. Okay. Stable just like you, Zelda. I'm so sorry. But you think I'm stable? Excuse me. Now that is a funny joke. I am so far from being a stable person. Oh my god. Stable and Zelda should not be in the same sentence. I am a mess always. I'm a mess. I'm a mess, my guy, my friend. Like, you know, a long time ago, there was a person that like I had a little bit of a crush on, and then they were talking about like what they like in a partner, a potential partner, and they were like, yeah, I'm like looking for someone who has their life together. And I was like and yeah, then I got over that person because I was like, oh no, this will never work out. We weren't even like a thing or anything. I just had like this little crush. I just had this tiny crush on like this person, and then once they were like, yeah, I want someone who has their life together, it's like, oh, that's not me. So if you're gonna be here, if you're gonna love me, if you're gonna wife me, if you're gonna GFE me, you have to know I'm genuinely a hag failure. Like, I don't have my shit together at all. I never have, I never will. Yeah, like, I've got my physical, mental, emotional disabilities or whatever. Like, I will never be a quote-unquote normal person. I can speak English, I promise. I will never be a normal person. I will never live a normal life. I will never have my shit together. Oh my god. I will never be stable. However, I may have a lot of, issues. I may be very min-hero, right? but I do my best to not let it leak too hard into like how I post or how I stream. Yeah, I try not to let it get too messy within my content. I just suffer in silence instead. Yay! Do you mind your partner being a bit of, I mean, like, that's fine if they're, like, also somebody that has, like, some issues, but, like, we can't be, like, equally as, like, not having our shit together, in the sense of, like, we have to be able to, like, afford to live somewhere, right? So, like, if we both suck at that type of stuff, yeah, we're not gonna be in like secured housing very, very reasonably, right? And it sucks because, like, if you want to be on like disability or whatever, you're like not allowed to make much money, and like once you hit that cap, they're like, oh well, you must not be very disabled if you can like make money, so blah, so it's like whatever. It's like frustrating. It's like you either have to like live off of like these scraps, or you just get no help at all. And it's like, it is what it is. If we talk about like that type of stuff, like disability pay and all that jazz, like it gets complicated, and we're not trying to talk about that. But yeah, exactly. As long as you like communicate with people about like your issues and stuff, like I'm just saying, if you're gonna be a hag failure or a girl failure or a boy failure, totally fine. Totally 100% fine. You just have to make sure that anyone that is gonna be a potential serious partner, if you end up entering in some sort of thing, you should probably like be honest with them. Be like, hey, pss, 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 hey, pss, 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 pss. I'm mentally ill. I'm mentally ill. I have physical disabilities. I don't got my shit together. Right? And if you say like, hey, I'm never gonna be able to, do the things that like most people expect normal, healthy people to do, then like it. Like you just be sure to tell people like, I am unwell. I'm an unwell individual. I will never once, while being here with all of you, ever try to pretend I'm not an unwell person. Okay? I will never try to pretend that I am perfectly 100% able and sane. No, honey, I'm a VTuber. That means I'm already mentally ill and insane. Like, I'm already a wreck. I'm here being like, la da 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 da, like on a screen for you because I got issues. I have found that some of the most entertaining people are people that got them issues. Okay, I was talking about like autism like a few streams ago, and something I've noticed is a lot of the people I think are funny are people who are autistic, and a lot of the people who end up thinking I'm funny are people who are autistic. And so I'm like, why do I relate with these people so much, and why do they relate with me so much? But as we know, I don't have any sort of official diagnosis or anything, but I do have like very bad ADHD. Wow, Zelda has ADHD? No way. That definitely does not explain why she hasn't been tippy typing for like the last 5 minutes. Okay, anyway, I gotta get back to my timing. I'm at like, yes, I do have members here. I do have my memberships open on YouTube and supers and whatever you want to call it. I think like super stickers and stuff. I'm not as familiar with how YouTube works, but thank you for the dono. I certainly appreciate it. Yes, the goddess of death and sea turtles has major issues. But yes, I've had my memberships open for like over a year apparently. I thought that like I just had them open last year, but apparently like a little bit in at the end of 2024 as well. But yes, if you think I'm cool, you can like do a membership on YouTube or do a subscribe on Twitch, or just follow me. Yeah, I mean that happens everywhere. 30% is pretty standard for what platforms will take from you. Yeah, it is what it is at this point. Twitch is the same. Twitch is the same. Thank you, though. Thank you. And of course, I have merchandise. Wow. I saw a picture of the 3D mousepad and it looked pretty nice, I'm just saying. Thank you for the membership on YouTube. I surely appreciate it. Oakley dokley. Well, hey now. Any of you watch the Lizzie McGuire movie? Anyone? Surely you got puns. Puns and buns. That's what I'm known for, except I'm just joking. I barely got the buns. I got the other talent and stuff, so... I gotta type, though. I have to type. Any recent ones? No, I don't have any recent ones. You can't wait for your docky to come? Yeah. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see when somebody has the docky. Somebody has the keychain. Somebody got the docky keychain, so I need to ask for pics of that at least, though I don't think that they'll look exactly the same. So, probably different fabrics, and it might be like a slightly different crop, like who knows. But hopefully soon those will start to pop up. No, it does not get it. My top section does not get in the way of my typing. It could if my desk was that cramped, then yes, it would. Stretch. Oh, thank you. What was I saying? Yes, if it were that cramped, then yes, they would get in the way, actually. But no, my desk is big enough to where that is not an issue. I could if I made it short enough. I could, yes. I could make them go plop. Let's see, where even is... I think it's down as far as it can go. Yeah, unfortunate. I guess I'm just too tall. But yeah, that could be a thing, but let's see. It'd have to be like, I don't know, like 4 inches taller. The desk would have to be 4 inches taller, I think, for them to just like naturally rest. But then that would be really uncomfortable for my hands, for my arms. You know, so I can't win, but I could potentially like put something underneath them. No, I'm not tall. I'm not tall. I'm like really quite average. No, that doesn't work. But yeah, you know what? They should make that. They should make boob shelves, okay? They should make boob shelves for desks that you set up like right here, and it just like is adjustable, so that way I can have my boob shelf to hold them and give my back some rest without them getting in the way of like anything else. You know, that sounds so nice, actually. Oh, that's some good thinking. No. I have the 3DO like right next to my keyboard today. Usually have it on a stand. Usually have it on a stand, and it's usually like around this height. I just have like a normal desk, I would say. It's not like too special. I'm like average height. I'm 5'5", so like I'm 5'5". So it isn't like I'm abnormal in my size. And my desk is kind of like a custom desk. It's like an IKEA two IKEA desks, except instead of using all the pieces it came with, I just got like a butcher block thing, like from like Home Depot or something, and I just slapped that on it. So my desk is very long. It's like 70 inches or something like that. Oh, my ear's a little itchy. I mean, my actual mic does sound pretty nice too, though. You know, I was like, oh, it's a working stream, so I should use the 3DIO. Yeah, I should use the 3DIO and make it like stereo binaural, however you want to pronounce it. You know, cause it's, I don't know, it's funky fresh. It's fun, right? Yeah, it's fun. It's looking at me. Technical. It's like below me. You know. So if so like, I don't know. That's kind of hard question to answer. The ears are like open, though, if that makes sense. They're pointing towards the ceiling, I guess, is the best way to put it. And then I'm a little behind it. I could like theoretically try to, you know, do something, but it rolls around a little. But this is how it would sound if I had the ears pointing towards like the desk. This is how it would sound. Pointing around. But yeah, I think people typically prefer when I have it this way, when the ears are facing like towards me or toward the ceiling. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Should I have it facing away from me? Do you think? Would that make the keys sound like nicer? Let's see. So yeah, which did you like? Did you like it how it just was just now, or do you prefer it as I am now? Fuck, I can't think. You're making me think too hard. Hello and welcome in. Oh, crap. Somebody save me. Somebody save me from this sickness. Why is it so hard to exist? Why is it so hard to exist right now? Oh my god. It's okay, it's okay. You don't have to help me. You don't have to help me. I'm being a little facetious. Nobody can really help me while I'm sick, you know? The thing that helps the most, you know, is getting rest. It's getting rest. It's the most important thing, actually. But it's a little hard to do. It's a little hard to do. So forgive me. Also, if you're on YouTube, please please don't forget. And please don't forget to like my stream. It helps me a lot. A warm bath and a shoulder rub sounds amazing. Except I'm sick, so I can't do that to anyone. It's not right. I can't go to like a massage place and be like, hey, massage me please. I'm so lonely and sick, please. Cause like no. But maybe one day when I'm better I can go get a massage. You would give me a massage if you could? Thank you. But I feel like you would try to turn it into a foot massage, and I don't always. Oh no, that's a lie. I always want a foot massage, but that's because I always want a massage. I love massages. I'm greedy. I'm greedy and selfish. I will take massages forever. You can't tell me, Zelva, just let me know. Just let me know if when you're done. Just let me know when you're done with the massage, when you're all good. And I'm like, I will never tell you to stop. Like I will never. The only way I'll tell you to stop is like if you're like, yeah, I'll give you a massage, and then you try to like get freaky with me. I'm like, no, sir or madam, I don't want what you're selling. I just want like a normal massage. Why are you trying to like do weird stuff here? Like, no. Stay on those shoulders, and don't wander, you weirdo. You weirdo. What did you do? What was the first thing you did when you joined? Sorry. I don't quite understand. No, that's not what I said at all. I'm just saying there are some people who are like, yeah, I'll give you a hand massage, or yeah, I'll give you a shoulder massage. And then like they have ulterior motives. So any people out there, just know that like if you accept a massage from somebody who is not a professional massage person at a professional massage place, they might not have pure intentions. They might be trying to get into that wow, and I'm always like, no, bro, no, stop. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I'm just like, I hurt. My body hurts. I'm trying to like fix an issue, not create more, my guy. Like, no. But maybe that's just like me being like neurodivergent. Like somebody offers me a massage and I just assume that they want to genuinely just give me a friendly massage. Like, I've offered people massages because, like, they hurt, and I'm just giving them a massage. Like, you know, I'm not trying to be weird about it, but I guess, like, some people are, like, trying to, like, massage other places that you didn't agree to begin with, because that's just how they operate, and I'm like, ugh. But point is, don't let them trick you. Don't let them trick you. You just say no, and then you end the massage because they're being weird. Okie dokie. Oh my gosh, yes, my family though. Oh, you liked the stream. I see now. I understand. Thank you so much. Yes, so, since I've always liked giving people massages, actually, my family would try to get so many free massages out of me, and they'd be like, Zelva, you should become a massage therapist, and I'd always be like, come on now, I know your tricks, too, you're trying to get more free massages out of me, no thank you ma'am. Also, I have too much chronic pain issues at this point too much chronic pain issues to even be a professional masseuse, therapist, whatever person at this point in my life. Okay? 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 I think I'm like almost done with this collab script. I just need to finish the big twist. I just have to finish the big twist in it, and then it'll be like mostly, yeah. Then it'll be like done. I should go get my like massage stick thing. Wait, that sounds suspicious, but I mean an actual like those like S-cane things. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab it because it hurts. Ooh, ooh. Where is it? Is it in here? It might be. Oh no. Do I not know where it is? Is it lost right now? No. I need it. I want it. Did I just break a nail? I did. Did I just break a nail? What the heck? Oh. I don't know where it is right now. No, that's awful. Chat, I don't know where it is right now. And I broke my nail. Nothing's going right for me, chat. Nothing's. Oh! It was on the floor the whole time. I found it. Oh, fuck. Oh. It was on the floor, right next to my desk the entire time, because as I said before, I'm a girl failure. I'm a hand failure. So of course I just have everything lying around. Ugh. It hurts. Oh god. Yeah, ADHD moment, exactly. I just have everything. And would you believe it if I told you that, like, before this stream, I even cleaned up just a tiny bit? And I was cleaning up that area, too. I cleaned up that area a little bit. So how did I not know it was there? Leave it to me to be a mess. I would love headpads. I would love headbands, actually. Oh. Right there. Oh, that hurts. But, like, in a good way, kind of. Oh, God. Okay. It's like something that, like, I've got, like, the shoulder blade issue where something's, like, not quite in proper place. If that makes sense. like I had like a bit of a like accident of sorts. I don't know how to describe it. Like over 10 years ago. And it really like kind of messed me up. Thirsty. I am kind of thirsty, you're right. And being young in my my earlier 20s, I was like, it'll just get better. And then it never did. So I don't know exactly what I messed up that day, but it's only gotten worse over time. I didn't like fix it, but I think it did help it a little bit. Yeah, it helped like a tiny bit, but not like a ton. Okay. Shoulder blade. My shoulder blade has like an issue from like 10 plus like 13 10 to 15 years ago. I don't know. I did something weird and like I displaced something or like something. I don't know what happened. But I had like this weird pain in my shoulder blade, and I was like, oh, I'm sure I just need like a few days of rest. And then it just never got better. And then I've been in car crashes and stuff, which have like aggravated it. And so it's just like a chronic issue now. I have no idea what it is. None. Yeah, exactly. It's like a physical therapist thing. I have a lot of doctor's appointments I need to do. So many, actually. But it's kind of a hassle. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a hassle to set them all up. And but yeah, there's a lot of things I need to go to the doctor for. Like my throat. I feel like my throat is not how it used to be. Anyway, let me rip through the rest of this script. I'm glad that you're feeling comfy. That's always nice. Once you helped out you helped your relatives move out, overdid it. Yeah, exactly. You should try to go to the doctor for that though if you can. Absolutely. You wanna, your physical health is serious. Don't be like me. Don't be like me and be a hag who is in like a bunch of pain because I didn't get something taken care of when I should have. So yeah, let my experience be your warning to not be like me. Okay. Okay, I think I finished the script. I think I finished the script aside from editing. Aside from the editing, I think it's really cute. And I think it's pretty cute. Yeah. And I need to go back through it and break it up a little bit. Photosynthesis. I wish that I, could go through life just being a photosynthesizer. Then I wouldn't have to like actually do like, the poop and the pee, right? I could just like absorb the sunlight and it would be nice. It would be super nice. But yes, welcome in. Tell me what culinary activities you have been interested in lately. Tell me what spice you have been especially drawn to lately. The spice of the day for me, which is probably the spice of the day most of the time I cook, is cumin. I always put that shit in my food if I'm like actually cooking. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Okay, where does it start? Korean chili flakes. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah, like see, that makes me really want hot pot. Oh my god. That's what I should do. I should get hot pot in the next month. Yeah, I should go get hot pot in the next month. I could always use goober funds. Thank you. Stretch. Thank you. Oh no, that sounds so good. Like the hot papa also doing like the little grill thing. Oh. And making it like spicy. That's one thing I couldn't really enjoy when I was still a vegetarian is like the diverse flavors that come from like meat in things like hot pot. And I have also been like, it's weird because for a really long time I was very much a Wendy's person and I was very anti-McDonald's, right? And then I became a vegetarian and it was weird because I heard like some mixed information as to whether or not Wendy's use like if their fries were vegetarian or not. and it ended on them like supposedly being vegetarian, and so like I would eat their fries sometimes, and they were okay. And then I stopped being a vegetarian, and I finally had McDonald's again, and I realized I kind of like McDonald's more than I do Wendy's, which is so weird to me because I was so anti McDonald's for such a long time. And when I recently had Wendy's the other day, I was like, you know what? I don't like this as much as I like the Mickey D's. And I'm like, have I just been poisoned again? Have I been like fed all these weird chemicals that make me think that McDonald's is good when it's probably trash? And that's why I don't like Wendy's as much now, is because it's not full of the same chemicals that make me addicted or whatever. How can fries be non-vegetarian? Because of the oil that they're cooked in. You know, you can have like beef stock in your oil, but you can also have cross-contamination in your oil. Like if you use the same oil for chicken nuggets, it's not vegetarian. It's not vegetarian because meat has been used in there, often at the same exact time. You know, so you usually, it's hard being a vegetarian when you go to restaurants. You have to ask like, hey, are your fries like, you know, put in a separate fryer, and what kind of oil do you use? You know, do you use like a beef stock or bone stock or whatever? And then same thing with cheese, actually. Not all cheese is vegetarian, and not all queso is vegetarian, because a lot of queso is made with chicken stock or beef stock. And then there are certain cheeses that aren't vegetarian and not vegan as well. Well, obviously they're not vegan, but they're not vegetarian because the process to make specific cheeses involve like an enzyme that comes from like a stomach from some animal. I don't know all the details, but yeah, there are certain cheeses that will say like, oh, this cheese is suitable for a vegetarian diet, whereas not all of them are. So there is one of your interesting facts of the day when it comes to food and vegetarianism. Not all cheese is vegetarian. And additionally, not all, like flour, I want to say, is it flour is vegetarian? Because some of it has to do with like bones or some nonsense. I don't know. Some stuff, it has like burnt bone material in it or whatever. But yeah, sorry, I'm going too heavy into like that sort of stuff. I eat meat again. I eat it again. Yeah. No, it's not gummies. No, it's not gummies. It's sugar. It's sugar. That's what it is. Is that some sugar is, yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to mention, anytime that I'm streaming, regardless of if I'm doing like ASMR or doing some other nonsense, you can always send me like marshmallows, whatever you want to call them. You know, maybe you have things that you want to say, but you don't want to say them like in chat. You can send them in a marshmallow. Yeah. You can do it that way. I can't promise that I'll always have it open, but I will try to have it open, because I learned recently that there are a lot of people who are just too shy to like say something in chat, but they're not necessarily too shy to like say it in a marshmallow, because then like it's truly anonymous, you know? Is mayonnaise an instrument? Yeah, it is. You know what? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna be the chaotic person who is too art for you and say that yes, mayonnaise is an instrument. Anything can be an instrument if you use it correctly. You can theoretically take a sound clip of you playing with mayonnaise and put it into a song, right? And at that point, it's an instrument. You can also turn it into a digital instrument, you know, by making different noises with your mayonnaise, right? And therefore assign different buttons to different sounds that your mayonnaise sounds are making, and have a little ditty, right? So yes, mayonnaise is an instrument. And you know what? You can do a lot of stuff with a mayonnaise jar too, so you can go ding 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 if it's a glass jar, right? So yes, It is. Mm-hmm. But I hate mayonnaise. Though I've been trying to have like Japanese mayonnaise, the Kewpie stuff. It does taste pretty different. It does taste pretty different. It's interesting. It's weird. I don't like the aftertaste. But like as long as you mix it correctly, like as in like balancing wise, then it's fine. I what I'll do is I'll put on mustard first, and then I'll get like a layer of mayonnaise, and then it kind of, well, the Japanese mayonnaise, right? And then it kind of helps make both the mustard and the mayonnaise have like a little bit more of like a neutral balance to their flavor profile. At least this is just what I've discovered, and it makes it a lot more tolerable for me, which is good because I've been struggling a little bit more with having drier sandwiches because I have not really been a condiment girly for a really long time, but I've started to struggle a little bit with having dry sandwiches, and so that's been a really nice way for me to not have it dry, is to kind of balance the flavors out that I don't like within mustard and mayonnaise. It like cancels them out, and it's very nice. You're only concerned about embarrassing me with questions like, what do I think of that VTuber menstrual cycle tracker website? I already put my opinion on twitter.com, on x.com, and that's that I do not think that it's inherently bad, so long as the VTuber is okay with it. I think that it's the consent that matters. Like, do you have this VTuber's consent, / do you know your VTuber well enough to know that they would not mind if you were tracking their period? Otherwise, you should have a conversation with your VTuber before you try to track their period. I get that a lot of people think that their privacy has been violated, and I think it's their right to feel that way if that's not something that they want people to be doing. Additionally, it can be a little dangerous for some people depending on like the states they live or whatever. So I would just say approach those things with kindness and the awareness that not everybody wants that. If you want to try to track mine, I don't care, but good luck. I'm a regular. So you're not gonna get it. You're just not gonna get it. I started using birth control when I was quite young because of how bad my periods get, like cramps wise. And when you use birth control, it helps lessen that pain a lot. So I typically have IUDs. I've been using them for a very long time at this point, and that can like cause me to not really have a period. But yes, when I don't have them, like my period's pretty heavy and like my cramping is so bad that I'll cry. But when I have an IUD, I don't cry. When I randomly have like my day's worth of light spotting. And so yeah, except I want to get off of it again because I think that like having hormones be like consistently pumped through your body is not good for you when the only benefit is like some slightly less painful I don't know. It's such a mess. It's such a mess. It's such a mess. I'm not like even like active in that sort of way to where it's like beneficial in that way, but like if you catch my drift. So it's like really just like the pain stuff for me, but like I feel like having those hormones pumped through my body, I feel like it makes me crazier. I think that it makes me more unwell. I think it makes me more unwell. So it's something I've been considering again. It's like what is more worth my time? Something that helps me negate like the super painful symptoms I get, right? Or, having the pain, but maybe being a little bit less insane. I feel like there's no win. I can't win. I can't win. Yeah, it's a bit that went a little too far because it started to expand to, VTubers who maybe aren't as open about that information, you know? But yeah, so like if you want to try to figure that out about me, go ahead, but like it's just not gonna like it's not gonna work for you. I'm sorry. Now, if I do end up landing on, yeah, I want to be a little bit more, I'm sorry, a little less insane, but more in pain. Then maybe you'll be able to track it. But and unless until then, I'm gonna be less in pain and less in tears. Yeah, exactly. Somebody was asking about the site. And then I also just said, um, as far as like content and posting and stuff, that I think that everybody deserves to have like the freedom, to curate their feed, to curate the content that they create, right? And I feel as if that sometimes there is a pressure for other creators to, fall within a specific idea, right? To fall within a specific idea of how we should approach our content or approach our posts. And all I have to say is that there are different reasons for different forms of entertainment, and sometimes that form of entertainment is specific to being able to relax and just forget about life for a moment, Everybody deserves a break, and sometimes the person that needs the break is the VTuber. If you can't figure out where somebody stands on something unless they like make some big post, like I feel like you probably don't know your VTuber very well. So if I'm just trying to create like a place for people to relax, that's my decision to be a nice rest stop, okay? And I want to have my rest stop too. So we're gonna rest together and be in love, okay? Okay. I know that like kind of was like a little divergent thing, but there's been like so much going on the Twitter space lately that I'm like, man, this is kind of overwhelming, and like I feel like people are kind of losing the plot. I feel like people are losing the plot when this is meant to be a form of escapism for many people. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to want to get lost in your fantasy lands. That's why we have movies, that's why we have books. And those movies and books don't talk about every single thing that's going on in the world or that has happened, right? It has its own things, its own fantastical things. And they're beautiful universes to get lost in. And VTubing is just another way to do that. I want to be a cute sea goddess that spends time with her sea jellies, and I want my sea jellies to have a cute, comfortable time with their sea goddess and not have to worry about anything else. Is that too much to ask for? Ooh. My throat's really, really throating. I'm not the throat goat today, I tell you what. I am not the throat goat today. Nope. Where is my redirect stuff? I gotta figure out where I'm gonna go here in a moment. Right, schmear. Oh, excuse me. Excuse-moi. Yeah, exactly. You kind of have to figure out like where is your line? Where is your comfort for the content you want to consume and the content you want to create, and then navigate that on your own. And I'm totally okay with people having different visions, different paths that they take than me. I just want that same respect to be given to me. That is all I ask for. I do not ask for much. Okie dokie, let's just see. This wasn't like really like a ASMR thing, though there was a 3 Neos, so I know I'm gonna go. For Twitch, we're gonna go to Cheese Surrey. She's really cute. I like her. And then for YouTube, so long as she is still alive, we will go to Alang. I love you all. You have a wonderful rest of your day.